Entering play call screen.
Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will be first on the attack. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they've been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! Good pickup there. They'll move the chains in their setup at the 41.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there. Sayers a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Quick release by the QB. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Davis looking to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Give to the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 8 categories.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this.
There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Right on the money. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some room.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Got it in the middle. It's Perez. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Wants to throw it. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion.
Once you start to get better towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line.
Breaks into the open. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Davis will throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Quick adjust.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Finds the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Catch in the middle. It's Perez. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Caught over the middle. It's Perez.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. We have 15 options.
Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Entering play, coach suggestions. Off, double mug.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. These 2 teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball
turning it on. Touchdown Irish! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
There are 6 categories.
So first down here as they go back to work. Davis looking to pass. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll be stopped, but not before
Entering play
getting
call,
the football
coach suggestions.
and picking up
There
big
are 8
yardage on the
categories.
return.
You
What
have
a
12
play there.
options. Podgy cross is selected.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. Got some room to run. Got enough space. And he's loose and
Entering
he'll
play
take
call,
it to the
coach
house.
suggestions. There are 8
Fighting
categories.
Irish.
You have 15 options. That
And I
event
love
is
the
selected.
decisiveness by the quarterback on that
Entering
play.
play
Nobody
call,
open
you have 5
downfield.
options.
I'm going to go get
Kickoff
this
left
myself.
is
And I'm not just
selected.
going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Notre Dame, 24, Stanford, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will
Entering
come
play
out to the
call,
25-yard
coach
line.
suggestions. There
The
are 6
Stanford offense making
categories.
its way back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Entering
Not
play
much
call,
doing
coach
there. He gets it to the
suggestions. There are
26,
6
a gain of 1.
categories.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred
Entering
loose by the hit.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Entering play
They
call,
finally get him on the
there are
ground,
6
but he's got an
categories. You
explosive
have
play
12
for the first
options.
down.
You blitz spread.
To the air on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down
Entering
at
play
the 40.
call, double mud.
The Cardinal
There are 6
increasing the degree
categories.
of
You have 12
difficulty after that
options.
last play.
You
It's
have
2nd and long.
selected.
Makes the grab. And the defense holds
Entering
firm.
play
No
call, double
pickup
mud.
at
There are 6
all on that
categories.
play.
You have 12 options.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. Not a whole lot of
Entering
room
play
there
call,
on that
coach
screen pass.
suggestions.
It just
There are
never
6
developed.
categories.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll get it to about the 25
Entering
before they put a stop to the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
Double slant stick.
This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Got the first down and more. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Davis will throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
There are
The
6
Cardinal will have
categories.
to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
There are 8
Here
categories.
come the Irish back on
Shuffle Mills is
offense.
selected.
The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit
Entering play
concerned,
call,
but keep
coach
doing you. Put that
suggestions.
behind.
There are 8
One mistake,
categories.
Jesse,
We
move
have
on.
12
I've always been a fan of
options.
getting
Dagger
that
selected.
guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Found
Entering
enough room to get it
PhD
into
Cowan.
enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the
Entering
first down.
RPO.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone.
Entering play
Touchdown,
call,
Notre
coach
Dame.
suggestions. There are 8
Lining up for the
categories. We have
PAT.
15 options.
And with the extra
selected.
point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many great subcategories. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Spread.
Davis looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Categories. We have
4
12
punts
options.
already,
Zero is
and they've got to
selected.
convert here to avoid a 5th.
Spread.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Ross. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam walk. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
He'll try to
There
tack
are 6
on one more.
categories.
And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. Quick
Entering
strike
play
offense
call,
on that
we have
3-play
7
scoring
options.
drive.
5, 4,
And the
kick,
points
return
come
left
in
is
a
selected.
lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Davis will throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Play call, formation. There are 8 categories. There are 21 subcategories. Option is set to split slot open 18 plays. You have 7 options. Gun is selected. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Tuggle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Switch dagger is selected.
Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package.
Makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
There are 8 categories.
With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Entering play. Double mug. There are 6 categories.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Davis looking to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Ross. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Stanford lines up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here comes the rush, and they got it wrapped up at the 28. They'll immediately call timeout. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barrett. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Got it in the middle. It's Barrett. Bounced off his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
There are 21 categories. You have 18. Slot fake cross.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Barrett. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Finds his man. It's Barrett. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
They'll open the second half with a run. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Running to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
He'll field the punt and take it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chain.
Inside zone.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Coach suggestions.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
Dagger selected.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Notre
Entering
game.
play call,
And they
coach
take it in for
suggestions.
6
There are
more
8
points.
categories. You have 15 options.
Now they've got a little
Empty
breathing room.
selected.
They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you
Entering
never
play
want to
call,
let up
you
in
have
a
5
rivalry
options.
game.
Kickoff
Because it
left is
only
selected.
takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. You got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Double mug. There are 6
Stanford
categories.
offense making its way back onto the field. They
Selected.
didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much there.
Entering
Picks up
play
a couple
call,
to the
double
22.
mug. There are 6 categories.
After the
You have
3-yard
12
pickup, they
options.
come to the line,
Spread.
2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his
Entering
fingers.
play call,
Incomplete.
double
That
mug.
would
There are
have
6
been a
categories.
huge
You
gain
have
if he
12
could have held on.
options. Spread.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too
Entering
much.
play
They
call,
get him at the
coach
15.
suggestions. There are
They
6
bring the punter onto the
categories.
field now.
Number 15 in punt formation to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't
Entering
settle for the fair
HB
catch if you don't have to.
HB
Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Didn't get much on
There are 8
first down. It's
categories.
2nd and
You have
9.
12 options. Shuffle slot in is selected.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Irish!
Entering play
Nice
call,
catch
coach
and good work
suggestions.
afterwards
There
to
are 8
get it into the end
categories.
zone.
You have 15 options.
Like a
Empty
Thanksgiving
selected.
turkey.
Entering
There's
play
being
call,
hard.
you have 5 options.
No
Kickoff
shot.
left
They
is
have
selected.
no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Here comes the
Spread.
offense onto the field again. Davis will throw. And the quarterback is knocked down
Entering
back
play
at the
call,
13.
double mug. There are 6
Cardinal
categories.
increasing the degree of
Spread.
difficulty after that
Spread.
last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And not much else could go
Entering
wrong.
play call,
A defensive
coach
touchdown as they
suggestions.
keep
There are 8
piling it on.
categories. You have 15
And how about this
options.
defense?
Empty
Pinning their ears
selected.
back, being aggressive near the goal line. They
Entering
could
play
smell
call,
it.
you
Maybe
have 5
trying to get the
options.
safety,
Kickoff
but
left
even
is
better,
selected.
force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
66, Stanford, 10.
From inside the 10, here he comes.
Return
Really
for
disciplined job by the coverage unit to
Option,
get down
double
there and
mug.
make
There
the
are
stop
6
at the
categories.
19.
You have 12 options.
Stanford has it
Number
back.
one
The
is
Cardinal
selected.
offense returning to the
Spread.
field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure is coming in,
Entering
and they
play
get him
call, double
again.
mug. There are 6
Cardinal
categories.
increasing the
You have
degree of
12
difficulty
options.
after that
Number
last
0
play.
is
It's 2nd
selected.
and long. Wants to go up top. And this defense goes
Entering play
back-to-back
call,
sack,
double mug.
Jack.
There are 6
Now
categories.
a lot of
You
work
have
to do
12
to move the
options.
chains, keep this drive
Spread.
alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
There are 6
This
categories.
is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Finding open areas. Picks up the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Entering play call,
took it on in for the score.
There are 8 categories. You have 15
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put... And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Davis looking to pass. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
There are 6 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 1 hole is selected. Spread.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the tailback. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Hunt is on its way. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Davis will throw. The screen, he's got wheels. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Entering play call.
What a beautiful day for the defense.
There are 6 categories.
A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Return left is selected.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. He'll push his way out to the 30. A pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They're looking for an advantage to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
There are 6 categories. You have 12 options. Mid-blitz 0 is selected.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Davis looking to pass. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You have 12 options.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Entering play call, double mug. There are 6 categories. You have 12 options. Mid-blitz 0 is selected.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long.
Audible.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Over G, there are 2 categories. You have 24 options. Cover 3 matches selected. Double mug. There are 6 categories.
It'll be second down as we open the final stand.
0 is selected. Spread.
Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
There are 6 categories.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on. That one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Irish back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
There are 2 subcategories. Option is set to over G24 plays. You have 7 options. 4, 2, 5 is selected. Nickel. Double mug. There are 6 categories.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
There are 6 categories.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Entering play call.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Davis will throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
On to punt it away.
Wants to return it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you can conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. HB base is selected.
Here we go. Right. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
There are 8 categories.
You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's 1-on-1, but not 2-on-1. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Pinpull toss.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. He's got an open man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
You have 9 options.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Tuggle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
You have 18 options.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Davis looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Poe. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. I'm sorry, you were unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Inside zone.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. You run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Spacing. All hitch. Double slant stick.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 6 categories.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air on fourth down. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the
Area 21 categories.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
Drag curl is selected.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeyer. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Spacing switch.
Offense at an empty set. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. There is time on the clock. If there's time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop it. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. If you take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And they get him in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Entering play call, you have 3 options. Return left.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation.
9 options. Drag curl is selected.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeyer. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide open downfield. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, David. They were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
New highlight, return to hub.